Gucci peeps and family, it's your sister witch, your high priestess Kathy, and today I am making a video and I wanted to explain the difference between being a high priestess and being a priestess, or being a high priest or a priest. There is not a lot of difference, but there is just a little significant difference in the roles. Okay, so of course, the priest is considered to be the male role, and the priestess is considered to be the female role of a person who is considered a witch, or maybe a warlock. So you can Google up the information. What is the difference between a high priestess and a priestess? I especially wanted to make this video because I've seen some people online call themselves a high priestess, and technically they're not a high priestess. And really, there isn't anything wrong with not being a high priestess, just like there's not anything wrong with being a priestess. And okay, I'll jump right into it and tell you the differences between the two. Okay, now a priestess, of course, is a witch, a spiritualist. A priestess can also be ordained. A priestess can also practice on her own, and we call these priestesses solitary witches as well. And I'm coming from a witch's point of view here. This is, you know, uh, my own view, my the way that things are. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're in a Wiccan religion, or maybe you're doing voodoo, because the voodoo religions, they have priestesses as well. Hoodoo, it doesn't matter what religion you are. The thing is that when you are a priestess, you are considered to be someone that may or may not practice alone, basically. So, okay. So when we get into the high priestess role, which is what I am, a high priestess is also someone that is a priestess, that is also that could also be ordained, which I am ordained. But the only difference with the high priestess role is the high priestess is over other witches. The high priestess role is not considered to be a solitary witch. If you're a solitary witch and you're practicing alone, the technical term for you is not high priestess. You're a priestess or a priest. And I'm not telling you any of this to judge anyone or anything, but technically, just to let some people know so that other people don't look at you like you're crazy when you're saying you're a high priestess and you're really a priestess, because a high priestess is a person that's over, like I said, a group of other witches, other spiritualists. They have a coven or a coven, you know, which, I'm the high priestess of my coven, which is the Secrets of Conjure coven, however you want to call it, you know. So in the high priestess role, which the role that I play in my coven is I teach and I lead. By example, I also lead the rituals, and I also am an advisor to some of the younger witches, and the younger priestesses and priests that are in my coven, or my coven. I am the one that overlooks everyone. And when you are a high priestess over a coven, there is a lot that is expected of you. These people that you are leading, they depend on you, for information. They depend on you for help. They depend on you to back you. And with being a high priestess, a lot of perks come with that because you are in this gathering of other brother and sister witches. When you're doing rituals and you're practicing and you all come together collectively, your magic is stronger, your spells are stronger, things will work out more for your clients. Um, you're basically you're basically like a magical army, but you're a family as well. You know, basically, you, I'm a part of a spiritualist family. We all come together and we practice and whatnot together. So these people that are in my coven, my family, I am not better than them. I don't look at myself like I'm better than them. I just have this role, this title, High Priestess, because I'm responsible for keeping this coven together. The priestess and the priest that are in my coven are there voluntarily. They're there to learn, they're there to absorb knowledge, to become stronger and to be a part of a sisterhood and a brotherhood, which is something that's very beautiful. So basically, and I'm going to keep this, pretty short and sweet. Like I said, I've been seeing, some witches or spiritualists or whatnot online, and they call themselves a high priestess. Well, if you're a high priestess, where is your coven? You know, if you're a solitary witch, you're not a high priestess, you're a priestess. And there is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being just a priestess. And it's a beautiful thing because even though I'm a high priestess and I'm over this coven, there's a lot of priestesses out there that know a lot more than I do. And I gain to learn from them also. And I have a lot of priestesses in my coven that are what I consider crones or seasoned witches, and I learn a lot from them as well. So I hope that this helped you to notice the difference between being a high priestess and being a priestess. So that way, when you're representing yourself out there in the spiritualist community or the spiritual community, and you're a solitary witch, you know, and you're calling yourself a high priestess, people won't look at you like you don't know what you're talking about or, you can't be taken seriously or whatnot. So I just wanted to put that out there. I really hope that this helped, some of you witches out there and everything. And also, if you see a sister or brother witch out there doing the same thing, it's okay to let them know as well. So with this being said, I'm going to wrap up this little video here. And if you would like to contact me for a reading or root work or spell work to be done on your behalf, contact me at highpriestesskathy@yahoo.com or highpriestesskathy@gmail.com, or you can find me on my Facebook fan page, link there, on my YouTube page. Bye bye.